Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppy's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Happy Hour in the system.
Hey, guys.
What's up, G?
Want to go to Chachki's? Get some coffee?
Oh, it's a little early.
I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the mundu.
Oh, one more time.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the mundu.
Oh, one more time.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the mundu.
This is the last time.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the mundus.
Oh, yeah. It is frickin' Monday. Can you believe it? Oh, how time flies. Oh, how the weekend went by so fast. This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you. And you. And don't think I forgot about you for the next hour. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-494-6773. Today is also a National Cocktail Day. Woohoo!
You know what today is, right?
Please, enlighten me.
It is National Cocktail Day.
What's a cocktail?
Is it too early for a drink?
No, it's a little early for me.
You guys like to party?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Perhaps you'd like to partake in the party?
Why not celebrate early?
It's too early.
Today is National Cocktail Day, so you have an excuse.
Okay, you've convinced me.
Happy National Cocktail Day.
It's showtime.
Now, I don't know if you would consider a Moscow meal as a cocktail, but I love a Moscow meal. Especially when rich radio personalities pay for them for me at radio conventions. It's the best freaking feeling ever. I love this prep service. Wise Brother Media, they're great. They send me all the prep for the show. And they do prep for other radio shows, and they have like little comedy bits. And a lot of radio shows pretend that they came up with the comedy bits, but actually it was Wise Brothers, so you got to give them a shout out. And one example of something that they deserve a shout out for is, here are some moments where March Madness may have sounded dirty.
Here's Caleb Love penetrating.
You gotta make him use the ball screen.
He's got a good-looking stroke. He's got an incredible pace about him.
Take it to the rim and hammer it.
And Biddle gets a piece.
And he's able to finish.
Nuts.
I mean, think about this.
Not bad. The one about the ball screen didn't really make any sense of how that's dirty. I guess because they said balls. And also, here's an original comedy bit. They have Hoopsapro is an antidepressant for your March Madness needs.
Last Thursday morning, you were on top of the world. Today, your bracket's in tatters. If you're suffering from March Madness depression, there's a solution. Introducing Hoopsapro, the only antidepressant for people who thought Clemson would defeat McNeese State, picked St. John's over Arkansas, who didn't have BYU in the Sweet 16, or who got too risky and took Liberty over Oregon. I mean, seriously, Liberty? How do you even show your face at work this morning? You do realize that Deb in HR did better than you, and she thinks Purdue is a chicken. Ask your doctor if Hoopsapro is right for you, assuming you're smart enough to know how to dial a phone.
Here's the funny part, is all the other radio shows that play that audio, they're like, ha, good job, producer, for making that. No, he just downloaded audio. Here on Happy Hour, we give credit. So this past weekend, George Foreman passed away. He died. And I was a little too young to know George Foreman as a boxer, you know what I mean? I wasn't really on this planet when that was going on. I was like negative maybe 25. But I will, maybe negative 18, but you don't need to be exact about that, Ryan. But what I'm saying to you is I know George Foreman is the guy with the really good grill that my dad used to make steak, and he used to make burgers off of it. And here is some audio of George Foreman talking about that grill and how he made $5 million a year off of it.
Hi, I'm George Foreman, and this is my lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine. I've really gotten popular on Madison Avenue. We've done Doritos, McDonald's, and Meineke. Every commercial there was, we made a lot of money. People would pay you a lot of money to do a commercial. But then after a period of time, they move on to someone else. And finally, a friend of mine said, George, you're making all these other companies wealthy. Why don't you get your own product? And we looked around and found the grill. No one wanted to be bothered with it at all. They had names for it, jokes for it. But I took it and they said, try that. And I didn't want to use it, but my wife insisted. She said, it works, George. And the grease really rolled off and it's still tender. I ate it. I said, boy, let's do it. I never expected it to be so successful. And then all of a sudden, the checks just started rolling in. This thing sold over 100 million.
That's got to be freaking nice. Like, you're not really expecting your grill to take off and then it dies. It is weird how you can accomplish all you can in this lifetime and then you just end up dying. You know what I mean?
You end up being bought out for something like $140 million. At one point, checks were coming in for upwards of like $4 million monthly.
$5 million.
Here's something funny. It says here, 74% of us swear when we stub our toe. I feel like saying, when you stub your toe is like the only way to do it. Like, I can't imagine not swearing when I stub my toe. And this just in. I'm not very coordinated, so I do it all the time. All right. The madness has only begun, and it is March. So we're going to come back and get things started and get this Monday morning going right after this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
We got the remedy. We got control. We got them getting down on the floor.
C-H-I got a new sound, making all the get down. Hey, the click, man, make it change swing. Pimps and the players gon' do the damn thing. Coming in the club, taking over streets, taking over, man, with the coked out beats. Got them on charge, got them on lock. Everywhere we go, guaranteed to blow the spot. Messages to them haters, trying to say them gators. Bullets gon' blaze you, nothing is gonna save you. Bets on the streets, bets on the beats. If you wanna bounce, best report to me. My city shot town, where I put it down. Ain't no limit, dropping beats by the pound. I balls out a lot, cause you know I call it shots. Stacking paper like the baking sodas in the pot.
We got the remedy, we got control. We got them getting down on the floor. Hey, shout it, let me see you get loose. Let's go. Poppin' Patron with a mean lean. I'm tilted and representing my home team. Super ugly with a stack of money is a Gator King. By the bar, commission pimpin' is a Gator thing. Tell them how we do it, Joe. Gator ones, rims spinning, and I ain't even driving, I'm just parking lot pimpin'. Slide off in the club, feeling managed in them 50s, so fresh, so clean. Swagger in my lip and what it is, what it do. Come on, shout it, let me see you get loose. If you bout it, you
And VIP, I'm put my hands on you. We got the remedy, we got the drone, we got them getting down on the floor. We Hey, shout it, let me see you get loose. We getting
Don't be putting no chasers in my drink. I want 2 high niggas pimp. Yeah. Smoke, drink, smoke, drink. Smoke, drink, smoke, drink. Stay bent all on the earth. I don't even curse. Speech all slurred. Nothing in my cup. Shit is all girl. Now hiding the motherfucker making up words. Liquor like men. I like them light skinned. 2 at a time. I'm 20, twin. Patron and Grey Goose. Tanqueray and Seagram's gin. Stay together in my glass like they all best friends. I can't walk. I can't talk. Joking from the day to the dark. People off a square, but my goons on P. It's drinks on you, all eyes on me. And niggas with me drinking dog. Henny mixed with Remy Ma. Party going all night. When we kick it hard. Niggas get they smoke out. They be getting choked out. Mix it with some liquor, nigga. We be getting droked out.
So I'm going viral a little bit on Instagram. I have about 10,000 views, and it's about Lily Stewart, that dirty, rotten rich girl. I think she's better than everybody because she got that cute little mugshot. I thought maybe she would learn a little bit, learn not to commit a crime or whatever. You'll never guess what happened. She got arrested again. The University of Georgia student whose mugshot went viral last week has been arrested again, TMZ has learned. According to police reports obtained by TMZ, Lily Stewart was busted by cops in Georgia early Sunday. According to records, the 20-year-old college student was picked up by cops on charges of obstruction of a law enforcement officer and loitering prowling. Both are misdemeanor charges. Lily is still in jail, and her bet was set at $4,000. Now, this was last updated on Sunday, so I'm assuming she's probably out. Daddy probably paying off. Earlier this month, she was arrested, like we know, for speeding. So, I find it freaking funny that, she could pretty much get away with it. You know what I mean? It really is weird. I'm not really bringing as much energy on this little drowsy Monday morning to that rant because there's nothing to be said. She'll get away with it. She'll be fine. She'll marry some rich dude and call it a day. Because girls like that come from money. They're not dating anybody that's broke. They got to live up to daddy's standards.
We're seeing this idea of using government to scare or fine or use corporations to make journalists smaller.
George Clooney is facing criticism from Donald Trump after.
Man, does Donald Trump ever compliment anyone that's not someone that's, useful to him? It's whenever he's in a relationship of any type, business, dating, he likes them until they're of no use to him, kind of like morning radio hosts in Tampa. So what I'm saying to you is George Clooney is really poking the bear here.
The actor made comments about the president in a recent interview. On Sunday, the Oscar winner appeared on the latest episode of 60 Minutes to promote his Broadway debut. The actor is portraying journalist Edward R. Murrow in Good Night and Good Luck. During the interview, Clooney shared his thoughts on stepping into the role at a time when there is a lot of division in politics and tension between the current administration and journalism.
Yeah. And you're really helping out the cause by saying these things on that liberal show, George Clooney. Everything's so frickin' political.
Even mentioning the president by name and his legal fights against several...
Oh, that's so edgy of you, George. You said Trump's name? Whoa!
News organizations.
ABC has just settled a lawsuit with the Trump administration, And CBS News is in the process of, when the other three is...
I don't like when people like George Clooney or people like that think that like their opinion matters because they're like an actor. It's like, cool. You made money by reading pieces of paper that told you what to say in a movie. You're so noble. And you're so strong. Shut up.
States fail. When the judiciary and the executive and the legislative branches fail us, the fourth estate has to succeed. Has to succeed. As 60 Minutes is here right now on our first day. You guaranteed the corporate would have no influence over news content. Journalism and telling...
All right, I'm not trying to be too political on this show, and I'm not saying if I'm bored, you're bored. Sydney Sweeney, I'm feeling wild on an African safari without my fiance. Sydney Sweeney was unleashing her wild side in an African safari, proving she got the instincts of a lioness. And that the split rumors are true. She's not licking any wounds if they are true. TMZ writes some weird stuff when they break down the news. So yeah, there's the rumors that her and Jonathan Davino might break up. And the truth is, they are breaking up. Like the last relationship I was in the last month, we didn't really hang out at all. And people are like, why is that person not in your Facebook post? Why are they not in your pictures? People really begin to pick up when you are an inseparable couple and you hang out every single second of the day, and then all of a sudden you're not hanging out at all. People catch on. And I will tweet out the picture of Sydney Sweeney at the safari on RyanHoppyRadio.com. We have a little gallery up on the website of all of the celebrities I've talked about. People are like, well, why don't you have pictures of what you look like online? I don't know. Because you know what I look like. So there is that with Sydney Sweeney. I don't know if I ever found the Impractical Jokers funny. I thought they were okay, you know. They kind of took some of their ideas from like radio shows like Lex and Terry and Free Beer and Hot Wings and Opie and Anthony with the stuntmen stuff. Man, kind of did it too, Stern. And the one guy who's not on the show anymore, Joe Gatto, just seems like a dirtbag. And I'll tweet out the DMs he has, or I'll post them on RyanHoppyRadio.com. It says, Joe Gatto, comedian denies sexually assaulting fan, admits to poor judgment. That's why you got to be careful if you have anything out there. And what I mean by that is you can be a podcaster, you can be a musician, you can be a radio host, you can do TV, even though TV is kind of dead, and you can be a TikTok person. But listen to me. If you have any sort of power, if you have any sort of thing that makes women attracted to you for that, but not because of who you are, but what you can provide, you got to be careful. I remember I heard some rapper, I don't know who it was, it might have been Jack Harlow. Someone once said, I never date fans. And I was like, that's stupid. Nope. You got to be careful. Impractical Joker alum Joe Gatto has denied a TikToker's viral allegation that he sexually assaulted her while she was 19 in 2023. The comedian told TMZ in a statement he used poor judgment in the past and has violated the trust of people he loves, but is confident anyone who knows him knows he wouldn't assault anyone. He said, working on myself is an ongoing process and I am going to take some time away from the public eye. You've kind of taken the public eye. You've taken time from the public eye already, bud. We haven't really heard from you since Impractical Jokers, and they got that new guy there. Those dudes are good guys. It gets a little old, but you can't hate on the success. It's kind of like, to me, it's like Bert Kreischer. Like, I hung out with Bert for a whole week on a cruise, and I know him better than most people that claim to know him, because you get to know somebody on a week-long cruise. But it's kind of like, you see how the sausage is made? It kind of ruins it. Like, I've hung out with maybe 100 comedians, and it kind of ruins the art a little bit when you're around them all the time. Because the thing about comedians that's aggravating is the fact that they always have to be funny. They're always competing with each other. It's like, freaking relax. I mean, at all times they are competing. If you're at like a dinner table with 4 comedians and they're all trying to out-funny each other, it's like, you guys are all mentally ill. Shut up.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going out outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yo, it's boogie time, so come on, let's swing it, alright? I be the show, make the room shaking it down. I be the nigga with a high profile. Everybody come on, we be the shakers with a crazy style. Showing everybody how to enjoy crazy wild. One time rocking to the sound, chillin' women everywhere. I be the big down, swinging the hospital, super chicken.
Baby, come on, you better rock with me. I be the hot shot player from Norway to my lingo, making everybody scream, making everybody dance. I'm the king of the swing.
Yo, we be rocking it dead, cause we're the place stopping top 10, shocking the world.
Cause we're the flow, shaking speed, make us rockin' the city. Come on.
Super nigga on the set, hanging out, man, niggas showing love, simple figures.
Yo, I'm Merc when I jet, we're Caribbean connected. Yo, baby, don't trip, hit it, club up type shit.
We be smoking the cigars on the Spanish top hills, rocking non-stop, party everywhere, another party over there.
Mad skills with the homies on the dance floor, mad roll. Man, it said it goes with a bad yo.
Josh rockers, I flip my squad, shocking superstars, on the way to the top. We representing Norway, check it out, enjoy the quality down. We living life to the fullest, y'all swing outside around.
Come on.
Last night a jewel in my life. There's a party going on now. Jewels in my life. Now it's party time. Last night a jewel in my life. There's a party going on now.
Mr. Rhyme, ragtime, sugar dime, jungle fever, game tight, boogie nights, moving in for the kill. We be the one in a mill.
We be the top plays, rhyme lays, raving the world.
Put a sugar from the pop, non-stop hip hop.
We be the hot tip, shaking everybody with a top shit. Bomb it, nigga who rocks us for the dough.
Picture me on the dance floor, booging everybody down. Be the dance, keep surprising everybody with a jab. And every time I do my thing, you gotta swing it with me.
You're taking over your mind, cause we're the judges with a baseline, shaking it high. Just be the place, silent time, the bomb, man.
Come on.
Last night a jewel in my life.
Yeah.
There's a party going on now. Jewels in my life. Now it's party time. Last night a jewel in my life. There's a party going on now. Boogie time.
Come on.
Boogie time.
Show me now.
Boogie time.
Jig it.
Boogie time.
Yeah, come on. Top 10 on the rag, yo. Boogie with a bang, yo. Swinging 24 pump mode until you fly, yo.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Sure, yeah, Ryan. Hoppe.
Oh, that's me? I don't know if you knew that.
Hoppe.
It's only said 100 times during the show.
It's you and me, Ryan. Hoppe.
This following segment has been brought to you by Daisy Beezy Honey at daisybeezyhoney.com.
It's you.
When I tell you it's the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my words. Go to daisybeezyhoney.com. Comes in the form of a lollipop. Lick the lollipop, the rapper. A honey stick or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to daisybeezyhoney.com. And at checkout, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com, for the best pre- and post-workout around. At checkout, use promo code Ryan20 to save 20%. All right, we're going to come back on Happy Hour. I keep this party going right after this.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
There is no nepotism here. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Lights are bright, Ryan Hoppe's where we thrive.
Oh, wow.
Laugh and chat until we're free.
I got it.
Hoppe out, just you and me. Drinks are cold, the vibe is right. We won't stop until daylight. Raise your glass, let's make a toast. Ryan Hoppe, he's our host.
Oh, I am.
Hoppe hour, party time.
856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. I'm recording from the chill room in Pinellas Park. And on the other side of the curtain, I see my handsome friend, Frank DeCavo G. He's doing his freaking thing. Hi, Frank. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
Clinking glasses, shout hooray with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy hot topic.
Benny Blanco debuted some new eyebrows.
I can't even tell the difference. Can you guys?
You know, you're dating a hot-ass bougie girl that relies on her looks when they start to transform their boyfriend. Like, when I had my two girlfriends, they were always, they were helping on my acne. I can't deny that, but it's always like, you gotta look up to par.
Benny Blanco is debuting an eyebrow-raising new look. Selena Gomez's fiancé documents getting his unibrow tweezed by a professional on his TikTok on March 22nd. The songwriter captions the video, which features Selena in the background, "I plucked my eyebrows."
Oh, man. And it freaking hurts. And you're trying to not act like a baby in front of whatever girl that's doing it to you. But you're like, especially like if a girl pops your pimples.
Okay, guys, here's the before.
All right, so his eyebrows look better. It's kind of a visual. Moving on.
Turning to Pope Francis now, back at the Vatican after he was released from the hospital following a 5-week battle with pneumonia. Marcus Moore has the latest on the Pope's recovery. Marcus, good morning.
What up, Marcus?
Well, hey, Whit, good morning. You know, for weeks, people all over the globe were praying for Pope Francis as he suffered from a serious illness in the hospital. And then over the weekend, those prayers were answered.
Sounds like chaos in the background of London. You hear those sirens?
This is the moment so many had been praying for. For the first time since he was hospitalized more than a month ago, Pope Francis appearing in a wheelchair from a balcony at Rome's Gemelli Hospital Sunday, waving and smiling.
I will say, I'm not really into the Catholic Church at all. It creeps the hell out of me. I think a lot of them are phonies, but this Pope seems aight. I just find it weird, the whole like marrying, like being married to something that you don't know for sure is real. And then like the urges, like, it's just like, I always was like, do priests watch porn?
With a weakened voice, the 88-year-old addressing the crowd, speaking.
Why do they always pick somebody that's like so like old? I mean, he was 76 when he got it 13 years ago, so 75. You know what I mean?
Only a few words and acknowledging a woman holding flowers that he spotted in the crowd.
Oh, that's cute. People are freaking weird with their religion.
Mm-hmm. Justin Bieber is getting candid about his anger issues. On March 22nd, the Grammy winner shares a series of photos on Instagram where he opens up about working on his anger.
Yeah.
He writes in the caption, "I got anger issues too, but I want to grow and not react so much SMH."
I'm wondering if, like, because he began as a child star, if you're kind of in that mindset of you're always a kid. For example, like how Michael Jackson was always kind of immature and a pedophile. I'm not saying Bieber's a pedophile, like Michael Jackson. What I'm saying is, the thing is, you see the way Justin Bieber types, says, I got anger issues, but I want to grow and not react so much SMH. Like, bro, you're 31 years old. Like, stop it. Like, just change your anger. I used to do that a lot. I would post what I was going to do. It'd be like, oh, like almost like trying to be inspirational, but at the same time projecting. Be like, oh, life's so short, we got to appreciate it more. Why do I need to waste my life typing that when I can just do it?
Justin then shares another message in a following post that reads, "I think I hate myself sometimes when I feel myself start to become inauthentic."
Well, you married the side chick. That wasn't very authentic.
Then I remember we're all being made to think we're not enough, but I still hate when I change myself to please people.
Got it.
In addition to the post on his main feed, the singer shared a screenshot from a 2019 post from his wife Hailey Bieber, where she opened up about wanting to be, quote, more vulnerable in the upcoming year.
I wonder what they do at home. Like, I know obviously they have sex because they're married. That doesn't mean anything. But what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is like, you look at it and you're like, what do they do? Do they watch like Seinfeld? Do they fart in front of each other? Like, what is their life?
He writes over the pic, "Still relevant boo." In recent weeks, the 31-year-old has been especially active on social media, sharing some cryptic messages in addition to regular photo dumps. On March 13th, the singer got candid about personal struggles and feeling, quote, unworthy. Writing to his Insta story at the time, "I personally have always felt unworthy, like I was a fraud. Like when people told me I deserved something, it made me feel sneaky."
I guess it's kind of unique to see that people that are really talented have it all. Like as a teenager, I was really jealous of Bieber. Now I'm like, I'm glad I don't have that life.
Like, damn, if they only knew my thoughts, how judgmental I am.
You suck, Ryan. You suck. You suck. You suck. Every time I get too freaking high, that's my brain.
How selfish I really am. They wouldn't be saying this.
Oh, that sucks. 856-49-HOPPY, and it's 856-494-6773. And then there's this headline here. It's pretty freaking interesting.
Happy hot topic.
Aaron Hernandez's memory is being carried on by his loved ones.
Yeah, it's gotta be weird because I bet he did have a nice side, and psychopaths do. So it's gotta be weird. Like the whole world kind of, hates your dude, but he was your family member.
On March 22nd, Shayana Hernandez, the former fiance of Aaron, shares a rare tribute to the late athlete a month ahead of the 8-year anniversary of his death.
Yeah, that's pretty ballsy of her to do that.
As she writes alongside a collage of their daughter with a pic of Aaron, "Celebrated our love for you privately, never forgotten, always embraced."
Yeah, that's gotta be tough. That's gonna be some major daddy issues there. It's a very morbid thing, but there's this app that sends you quotes about dying 5 times a day because they say it's important to face your mortality 5 times a day. And it has like the same quotes all the time. And there's one that said, "Death is only the end if you think the story is about you." And that kind of goes with Aaron Hernandez. It's like, yeah, he's not around, but you still got the traumatized family.
Since Aaron's passing in April of 2017, when the then 27-year-old was found hanging in his prison cell and later pronounced dead, Shayanna has paid tribute to the former athlete on social media.
He wasn't even into women.
On the anniversary of his death. In April of 2023, Shayanna shared a black and white image of Aaron with the quote, "When you survive loss, everyone is quick to tell you how strong you are and how tough you must be. But actually, no one has a choice to survive grief, do they? It's not optional. You just have to cry in the shower, sob in your pillow, and pray you will make it."
And he didn't.
She then added her own message reading, "Today we think of you always and forever. If tears could build a stairway and memories a lane, I'd walk right up to heaven and bring you home again. Loving you always."
Let's be honest here. If there is an afterlife, and I don't really think there is, but if there is, Hernandez is not in heaven.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
She's so good, the way I like it. Look at Shawty, she's so good, the way I like it. 5 plus 5, 5 times 2, 10. 5 plus 5 times 2, 10.
She's pretty in the face, so sexy in the waist, and I'm really tryna get down to it. Got me on something else, cause she feeling herself, and she telling me she really wanna do this. This girl is straight from a magazine. On the cover of Smooth, I'm that dude. I'm tryna give it to you. She's dangerous, like a fire to a match, she's burning up. I ain't no amateur, baby, I hope you got stamina. Cause I can be a fitness coach, and I work for free. I know how far we can go. Sexy, damn. Look at Shorty,
so good,
just the way I like it, baby. Damn, look at Shorty,
so good,
right, the way I.
5 plus 5, 5 times 2, 10. 5 plus 5, right? 2, 10. Mr. Carter Park told me come through. I said no problem, dog, got you. He said I'm in Shot-Town working on the bomb. I'm like no problem, dog, what you want? Said I need that sexy class. I'm like, you know me, dog, I'm nasty. So it's cool, I told him not to live. I was like, mama, let's play monkey in the middle. You know me, I'm a little bit crazy. Like to stretch to her legs like P.E. You looking at the Chico or Jay-Z? Yeah, that's right. Damn, I think she won't spin. Damn, I think she needs it. Damn, I think she won't spin. Hey, baby, be easy.
Damn, look at her. The way I. Damn, shorty sexy. Just the way I like it, baby.
5 plus 5, 5 times 2, 10. 5 plus 5, 5 times 2, 10.
Girl, what's your strategy? I got your masterpiece. Come get this remedy. You need my therapy. Baby girl, what's next? Let's talk about sex. Do you have a special thing you do? You ain't gotta hold back when we get up in the sack. I'm gonna satisfy you. It's late in the night and I'm trying to get it right. Do you feel the same way? I'm so enthused the way you move. I'm trying to give it to you. You're hazardous. When you jump in a ride, you can grab my clutch. If you're feeling that, girl, let's take it to the back. We don't have to leave the front, stay right in the parking lot. Then it all repeats. Sex, sweat, sex. Oh damn, it's Shorty.
She's so good,
so good. Just the way I like it, baby. Damn, it's Shorty. Look at her, so fine. 5 times 2, 10. 5 times 2, 10.
Happy Hour. We'll be right back.
It's you and me and Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com, 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. I'll go there and tell them I sent you. 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Hello again, it's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Doors closing.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, it's Abe Cannon from 98 Rock, and you are listening to Happy Hour.
Hey, it's Intern John from Intern John, your morning show. You're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
You could be doing anything else right now, but you're here with Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe. We applaud your questionable life choices.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yeah. Yo, time of the Happy Hour. Worldwide broadcast.
I got it.
Man full of scoop, celeb, gossip, and man.
Oh, sure.
Ryan Hoppe on the mic, kicking off the night. Talking about the love, the news, keeping it tight. 85 609 46 773. Hit the digits, call the show, section line free. From daydreams to wild tales, ain't no rest in the world syndicated. Hoppe is the best. Happy Hour's live.
856 49 Happy. 856 494 6773. You tweeted me at Ryan Happy Radio. You can always email me, RyanHappyRadio@gmail.com.
Late night vibing, the airwaves ignite. Happy Hour hitting hard, feeling so right. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Happy Hot Topic.
Channing Tatum and girlfriend Inca Williams have a night out in the city. 3 weeks after
I'm wondering if he's just dating her to rub it in Zoe Kravitz's face, because she just looks like a cloud chaser.
Channing Tatum and girlfriend Inca Williams have a night out in the city. 3 weeks after confirming his relationship with the model, the Magic Mike actor steps out with his new girlfriend for a romantic dinner date at a restaurant in Santa Monica. In pics from the night, Channing can be seen resting his head on Inca's shoulder.
Oh, it's so freaking cute. Not really. More like freaking nauseating, if you ask me.
While their dogs sit right by their side. This outing comes after the new couple debuted their relationship at a pre-Oscars party on February 28th. And while neither has spoken out about their romance, it appears things are only getting more serious as time goes on. As fans recall, prior to his relationship with Inca, the actor was engaged to actress Zoe Kravitz. The pair first sparked romance rumors in August of 20.
All right, so we're just going to relive the past about Zoe Kravitz. I don't care. I swear, I think some of those celebrity news sites have like a quota of how long you can have the video be like, oh, it has to be up to 2 minutes, because just keep it at 45 seconds and get to the point. I will post this on RyanHoppyRadio.com, RyanHoppe Radio.com. It's Pete Davidson on about in New York City with his new girlfriend, Elsie Hewitt. He's perfect for New York City. I don't know how to explain it. He was out and about in Florida at the beach. And it's not that I'm judging his tats, but there's something really grungy about his look when he's just walking on a busy New York City street and he's with his girl. There's just something really baller about it. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's not even making any sense to me, but he just looks good. In the city of New York.
Fame and money destroyed our family.
I said to him, "What are you doing, Aaron? Stop."
The wounds still raw for Nick and Aaron's twin sister Angel nearly 2.5 years after his accidental drowning in his primary suite bathtub.
Yeah, that was freaking sad. I remember where I was when I was watching it.
Hi, this is Aaron Carter.
All right, I can't play this because it's got copyright. I'm freaking annoyed. Watching NBA TV, watching the Oklahoma City Thunder and Los Angeles Clippers game from last night. And I love the freaking little box that comes on the screen every 5 minutes. And it's like, this game is from March 23rd, 2025. SGA scores 35 in thrilling game to beat the Clippers. I'm like, then what the fuck's the point of watching it? Hate spoiler alerts. And they show it all the freaking time. And it's always when I'm looking up at the screen, listening to the audio. Pisses me off. Can you tell that it pisses me off? You know what else pisses me off? When I'm on the highway and there's motorcycles. I was on the highway last night and there was a motorcycle gang. And it was the most annoying thing. They were all fat slobs. They looked like they listened to Mike Kelta every morning. And they were just annoying. And they were going down 275. And they were going in between lanes. These are the same bikers that bitch that people drive too close to them. And then they drive like mutants. Friggin' pissed me off. I was honking at them. They were flicking me off. I didn't even care. You're a douchebag. And they all looked like Reddit users on a motorcycle. They were just fat, man. Speaking of Reddit, I got to rant real quick, but that's what I do on the show. I've been ranting the last 35 minutes. I can't stand the self-promotion on Reddit rules. Now, let me describe. I interviewed Jack Murphy, who had the biggest morning show amongst women and young adults in the 90s and 2000s in Winston-Salem. He was on 107.5 KZL, and everybody in my family listened to him in North Carolina. So I interviewed him, and he hasn't done an interview since leaving radio. Had a lot of listens. And I also interviewed Chris Dem, Chris Kelly, and Biggie from Two Guys Named Chris, the rock and roll show there. Here's what I'm getting at. You can see all that on the Hoppe Radio feed. La, la, la. Wonderful. I promoted it in the Winston-Salem and Greensboro Reddit page because these guys, currently Two Guys Named Chris, woke up Winston-Salem in the Greensboro area for the last quarter century and more, and Murphy in the Morning was there for a quarter century. So I thought, hey, these are voices that people wake up to. I'll post it in the Reddit group. I'm not just posting a random episode of Hoppe Hour. And about 3/4 of the posts were allowed to be up, but the ones that were like clutch were deleted, and it was for self-promotion. They go, I'm promoting something that you guys grew up with. Oh, but slandering businesses on Reddit, totally allowed. I can't fucking stand Reddit. Drives me nuts. You're all a bunch of bitches. You know how much help that would be? I mean, my show's doing well, but I wouldn't mind the 80,000 people on Reddit see me interview Jack Murphy, you know? But I think I'm taking a break from interviews. It's cool, but like half the radio shows don't even really share them. So then it's like I'm talking to my audience, but it's just freaking weird. It's freaking weird, I tell you. Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos are going to be getting married in Italy. Oh, isn't that romantic? Alleged gangbang teacher said, I want to scream. Panicked new mugshot. Brittany Fortenberry, the Indiana teacher charged with sexually abusing children by allegedly asking them to gangbang her while wearing scream masks, has a new mugshot. The 31-year-old, she looks rough for 31. There are some people that look good for their age. She looks like garbage. But then again, someone that wants to get gangbanged by their students, that not looking good. What a surprise. I'm so surprised someone that had an orgy with students would be a trash bag. That picture is up at RyanHappyRadio.com. Very disturbing. If I am that husband, I am just going to have a lot of therapy. Rick Pitino was seen watching his son coach after his team lost St. John's in March Madness. And I will post this picture on RyanHappyRadio.com. It's freaking hilarious. It's Rick Pitino watching his son coach last night. And there is this girl. We don't even know what she looks like. It's just the top of her head's cut off. But you can see her neck, her necklace, and her gigantic boobs right behind him. And you know that these women that go to these games, they have this mindset in their head. They go, well, what if I were to, dress up and show off my boobs? Maybe I'll get famous online. That's what they're doing, and it's working. I mean, you're on Ryan. Oh, geez. You're on RyanHappyRadio.com. That's all that needs. That's all that needs to be said. You're on RyanHappyRadio.com. You made it.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Piece of the puzzle, and this time I know we're in trouble. You got me spinning in circles and wondering where did the love go. You're not the man I used to know. Can we go back to before when you had fire in your soul? You don't love me anymore. It's starting to show. It feels like you don't love me anymore. The Mercury's reaching the new low, falling like leaves on the windows. How did it all change so quickly? We were the ones who were meant to be. I'm frozen, I can't let you go. I'm stuck on the same song. Do you feel anything at all? I'm so bitter cold. It feels like you don't love me anymore. It's you don't love me anymore. And it's starting to show. It feels like you don't love me anymore. It feels like you don't love me anymore. It feels like you don't love me anymore. Feels like you don't love me anymore. Feels like you don't love me anymore.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afuera Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RyanHoppe Radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, HAMMERIN Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate's degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
9 to 5
Hoppe
It's Happy Hour!
Hey, what's up? This is Eddie Volkman from the Eddie and Jobo radio show, and you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hi there. This is Marge McDouche. Oh, this is April Pillowfuff. And you're listening to Ryan Hoppe and Happy Hour.
Hey, it's Jack Murphy, and you're listening to the Happy Hour.
Hey, this is Meredith from 98.7 The Shark in Tampa Bay, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
The voice you can't ignore and the energy you didn't know you needed.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Morning sun peaks. It's Happy Hour dawning.
Got it.
On the mic, celebrity dish spawning. Florida waves crashing. News never caution. Yeah, live for gossip, throwback jams often. Happy Hour buzzing like lights on a tree. Celebrity drama, let me get the tea. Ryan keeps it real like snow on the street.
Oh, I think this is one of the Christmas songs. Oops.
This cheer, Florida breeze.
Oh, I guess it is Christmas on March 25th.
Which Ryan's host. You on the mic tonight.
Here's another song.
Bombs left and right.
Got it.
Sex and dating got you curious.
Any other radio show would have edited that out. Most program directors were like, you gotta have perfect talk breaks.
Crank it loud, let the
Why is radio dying? 856-49 Happy. 856-494-6773.
The gossip straight fire.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Happy Radio.
Never a liar.
Always email me, RyanHappyRadio@gmail.com.
Thunder and syndication, no room to blunder. Happy Hour with the throwback flow.
Yeah.
Flow, crank it loud, let the speakers blow.
I got it.
Flow, Tampa Bay vibes coast to coast.
Got it.
Coast celebrity news, he's the host. He's got
Happy Hot Topic.
For Saxon, what I'm feeling that morning is like total confusion, disgust of myself, and just like curiosity of what that means for everything that I stand for.
The White Lotus just went there. A warning, some very not safe for work spoilers ahead.
Oh, yeah. I should honestly have that be the beginning of Happy Hour.
Some very not safe for work spoilers ahead. The 6th episode of Season 3's hit HBO Max show, appropriately titled Denials, shows Saxon Ratliff, played by Patrick Schwarzenegger, waking up in a daze after a boozy and drug-fueled party with his brother Lachlan and fellow resort guests Chloe and Chelsea. Saxon soon comes to the realization that he and his brother Lachlan, played by Sam Nivola, did a lot more than just kiss.
This is the most freaking Hollywood thing ever. A bunch of creeps.
For Saxon, what I'm feeling that morning is like total confusion, disgust of myself, and just like curiosity of what.
Can you imagine if Patrick Schwarzenegger at some point has kids and they get to see this scene?
That means for everything that I stand for.
Can't remember last night at all.
Well, you had a threesome with your brother.
We both blacked out.
Yeah, I saw the first season of White Lotus, thought it was pretty good. I don't have the attention span for TV anymore. I said this on another show, one of the 6 shows I record a week. I said that I watched so much TV from 1993 to 2022 that I'm good.
You okay?
The brothers slowly start to remember moments from their blackout, only to realize that they had a full-on threesome together with Greg's girlfriend Chloe, which Greg then finds out about.
I don't think there's a drug in the world that would make me get with my brother.
I'm actually just going to go back to my room.
Patrick.
All right, so there's that. People are freaking out about it. It's definitely something only Hollywood would come up with. And Hollywood wonders why the everyday average Joe doesn't care about them anymore, because you're all creeps.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Katy Perry addressed a wild conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it is conspiracy theory they're about to tell us. It's stupid.
The pop star reacted to what appears to be an AI-generated video shared on Instagram.
Oh, that's good. I love AI. It helps me produce my radio show. It helps me produce logos and whatnot. And I love talking to ChatGPT. But people fall for AI a little bit too easily. There's a way to tell if it's real or not.
That shows the late John Benet Ramsey morphing into a grown-up Katie. All Katie wrote in the comments was, "Wait, am I?" Her response caused some fans to react positively.
I don't know if it's Gen Z. I don't know what it is. It might be everybody. I'm not trying to just single out people through generations, but there are people that want conspiracies to be everywhere. People just want things to be interesting. People want things to be worth it. It's not. It's pretty black and white, in my opinion. You don't exist, and then somehow, if it's through a sperm donation or sex, you are brought into this earth, and then you live, and then you die.
One wrote, "This is my Roman Empire," with another adding, "You commenting on this just made my day." But other fans weren't happy. One said, "No, please don't joke like this. The little girl was murdered and her family destroyed."
Yeah, it did feel pretty insensitive. But then again, this is the same generation that is worshiping Luigi Mangione, so it's not like it's really surprising me. It's not making me go, "No way, Jose." I'm getting a little stressed out, so let's do weed news.
It's time for weed news on Hoppy Hour.
Marijuana. Marijuana.
Oh, jeez.
Marijuana. Marijuana. Marijuana.
No, you're not getting pulled over.
Turn it down, catch Hoppy on the airwaves. Talking blunts, joints, and all the smoky.
Oh, yeah.
Roll the papers tight, blaze them up, elevate. Mornings with the cream, starts the day with heavyweight. Welcome to the Hoppy Hour.
All right. Before we get to weed news, it's time to do the daily smoke up. Okay.
All right.
I got my THC pen right here. If you have your THC pen, your vape, your blunt, your joint, your bong, whatever you have, it's time for the daily smoke up. All right. You're going to hear a little bit of commotion in the background from like the Kava bar I'm recording at, so just relax. You can actually hear people conversing to each other, because what happens at Kava bar is people are nice to each other's faces, and then never mind. Another hit. One more hit. Oh yeah.
Can't ignore cannabis trends from the street to the store. Every puff, every hit, wanting more.
Federal marijuana trafficking cases continue to decline as state-level legalization expands. That's good. It's almost like they're not being treated as criminals anymore.
Shout, cream, shout, cream, shout, cream.
Using psychedelics is tied to 25% lower likelihood of bad headaches. I think that's actually false. I think using psychedelics, if you do mushrooms or whatever, I think that gives you a little bit of a headache. That was cool how that did that. All right, that was weed news on Hoppy Hour.
New developments this morning in that heated legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, the former co-stars from It Ends With Us. Now, Baldoni is pointing the finger at his former publicist, blaming her for setting this months-long legal fight into motion. NBC's entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas is here with more. It feels like one lawsuit after another, but this is different.
6 in total, so I'm going to try to break it down for you guys because there is a lot of things going on. So Justin Baldoni's new lawsuit filed on Friday claims that his former publicist, a woman named Stephanie Jones, maliciously passed on data from a former employee's phone, including text messages to Blake Lively's team. Now, an attorney for Baldoni states that this set off a, quote, catastrophic sequence of events violating the most basic of privacy rights. The competing lawsuit
It would be funny if like Baldoni had no flaws, you know what I mean? Because it seems like a lot of women are against him, and I know he probably does have flaws, but it is funny to think that like, what if everybody was just screwing him over and he's like this perfect guy?
Suits, now 6 in all, gained attention in December with Lively's lawsuit against Baldoni for harassment and an alleged smear campaign perpetrated by Baldoni and his publicity team. Jones has also sued Baldoni, claiming he and his publicity team conspired to harm her and steal her clients in conjunction with their efforts to allegedly...
Honestly, I said this on another show. I'm sick of the freaking Baldoni thing. It's pretty interesting at first. You're like, oh, this is crazy. They're like throwing each other under the bus. And then you realize it's just first world problems.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Ivanka Trump is breaking her silence on Tiger Woods and Vanessa Trump's relationship. The golf champion and the 47-year-old ex-wife of President Donald Trump's eldest son, Donald Trump Jr.
Yeah, that's gotta be driving them nuts. Tiger Woods banging on your ex.
Have confirmed they are dating more than a week after their romance was reported by multiple outlets. Tiger made the relationship Instagram official March 23rd, expressing his feelings for Vanessa while sharing photos of the two on his social media for the first time. He writes in the caption, quote, "Love is in the air and life is better with you by my side. We look forward to our journey through life together."
I'm wondering if they're even like taking this relationship seriously or if they're like sleeping around on the side. Because he's such a dog. I don't see him not cheating.
At this time, we would appreciate privacy for all those close to our hearts. The golf superstar included in his post a picture.
Privacy means women, don't hit me up, because if you do, I will have to bang you.
The golf superstar included in his post a picture of the two lying together in a hammock, with Vanessa putting her arm around him, as well as an image of the pair embracing while standing side by side. And it seems the new couple has Ivanka Trump's seal of approval. Ivanka, who is Vanessa's sister-in-law when she was married to Don Jr., commented on the post, quote, "So happy for you both."
Yeah, you notice how she never comments about anything with her father? Because he's a creep.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
All his money, all his cash. It's on status, who's the baddest? Grant's on pause, I ain't down at all.
Trick, 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 trick. Get them figures, take that cash, break it down, shake it, baby, bounce that ass, pop them hips, take me on a trip, make them hips go side to side while I rub my hands all down your back, cross your breasts and through your thighs. Love in the club, baby girl, that's what I like to do. Do that whole roll while I'm over here watching you. Tight jeans and all, I like them thick and small. Tattoos across your back, you make this player wanna smile. Looking jazzy with this, all pretty with this, make me come up out my pockets just to hit that quick.
I'm taking all his money, all his cash. I'm taking all his money, all his cash. I'm taking all his money, all his cash. I'm taking all his money, all his cash.
Cause he's a slick ass trick, a trick ass trick. If you can get that trick about his money, get that trick. Slick ass trick, a trick ass trick. If you can get that trick about his money, get that trick.
I'm taking all his money, all his cash. I'm taking all his money, all his cash. I'm taking all his money, all his cash. I'm taking all his money, all his cash.
Shake that ass, take it off, make that money, keep it coming. Girl, please don't be shy tonight. Tell me what kind of drink you like. Over to the bar we go, spit some game up in your ear. Oh, you want some diamond rings? Take a trip and disappear. Yeah, I got about $1 grand, put some money in your hand. Girl, go out and spend it quick. A play like me gon' keep you rich. Whatever you want, I got from big jewelry to fancy cars. Girl, quit acting hot to did it. Take this cash and drop some draws. Get it, y'all.
That's right, I'm gon' take it. The pimp be in my nature, ain't no need
that tree.
I'm taking all this money, all this cash. I'm taking all this money, all this cash. I'm taking all this money, all this cash. I'm taking all this money, all this cash.
Where they go, where they go, where they go. Send them to the liquor store to cop more liquor in 40-O's. This ain't no disco. When sleazy snitches catch you up drinking on Cisco. Stack your cheese on they Nabisco. Then they go scheming on your homies' cash. Then that jealousy and envy bleeding through the picture. See, that's when players blast. Be communication, no hesitation from the start. Let them know I got no heart. Stuck my emotions in part for the 1,999 time trick. My night is like the chickens. I make you fly away and come on back another day. Go find another tricky Nick at night to toy with an unemployed.
I'm taking all this money, all this cash.
Oh, sure.
I'm taking all this money, all this cash.
I got it.
I'm taking all this money, all this cash.
Whatever.
I'm taking all this money, all this cash. I'm taking all his money, all his cash.
This is Out of Order, a St. Louis rap group 20 years ago, but all his cash.
All his money, all his cash.
I think that woman's with him for the money, right?
Money, all his cash.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here.
Charles here.
Wow. We obtained some video that...
Yeah, TMZ's always obtaining. You notice TMZ never has to ask when they say, like, on E! News, they're like, we reached out for comment. Do you notice TMZ never has to do that?
That is shocking. We told you...
The people in the news reach out to TMZ.
You about...
Sean Lowe,
the Bachelor star, who was attacked by his rescue dog, a boxer. Man, we just got this video, and does it paint a picture?
It really shows exactly what Sean was going through in battling this dog, because remember what happened was he'd been attacked. His smoke alarm went off one day.
Triggered the dog.
And triggered the dog. The dog attacks him. Sean goes to the hospital, gets 20 stitches.
Yeah, that sucks.
The next day, they have the dog, that was Moose, his boxer, in the backyard, away from Sean, away from the family, while they were waiting for the rescue agency to come back and pick it up. Somehow, Moose got out of the backyard and went after Sean again. So what you're seeing now is the body cam footage when police and paramedics and the dog catchers showed up trying to get this dog away from Sean. As the video starts, Sean is laying on top of Moose and desperate not to be bitten again.
Well, I know you're holding on to him, but I'm trying to check where you got him.
wait, keep trying.
Hold on.
It shows the dude like laying on a dog and the cops are around and then they're about to tase the dog, which sucks.
You gotta do something quick. Come on, guys. Come on.
But this Sean Lowe guy has really toxic energy, and I don't know if this is true. I kept seeing in the comment section that I guess he had a problem with another dog, but I don't know if that's true.
He's gonna try to get me if he gets up.
So there's that. Here's what's going on with 50 Cent. 1 second here. I noticed so professional.
That
you think this is predictable?
I thought it was predictable that if 50 Cent felt one way, or if Diddy felt one way, 50 Cent would feel the other way.
Yeah, that's
50 Cent is siding with Diddy.
predictable.
That's predictable. Well, guess what? That is not the case now. 50 Cent on the same page as Diddy when it comes to Kanye West.
This is the same 50 Cent who is doing a documentary on Diddy.
Yeah, 50 Cent's a troll, man. Sometimes I think he's a little immature, but I love 50 Cent. I love the Get Rich or Die Trying movie. I like the video game. I had all his CDs. I've seen all the episodes of Power besides the new episode of Raising Kanan. I saw him in concert. I've listened to his audiobook. I'm a pretty big fan. And honestly, the way he trolls people, I kind of try to emulate that with morning radio hosts that have small dicks.
Yes.
Whose purpose in life, it seems to be...
to take down Diddy.
That's right.
But you know that Kanye West and Diddy had a phone conversation, some of which ended up in that song that Ye released. Well, one of the things that Diddy said in that conversation was, try to smile more, Ye. Get back to making hits. Stop with all the controversy, the anti-Semitism, the taking shots at everyone in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, it is
which
pretty,
is all.
It is pretty dumb. He takes like shots at his bosses, like all Jews are terrible. I'm like, bro, you should never say that, but especially in the music business.
He's been doing for the last 2 days. But one of the things he said caught 50 Cent's eye. So one of the things Ye posted, and we're not even going to get into the nitty gritty of what he said, but said something really awful about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. 50 Cent saw it and basically said, chill, you shouldn't be doing that. What he did yesterday was repost what Ye had said to him. So
I wonder if Ye has any like regrets after some of these tweets.
This is confusing. Ye put it on X, and then 50 Cent saw it and put it on his Instagram. Ye's post said, 50, I said Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids are blank. Let's make the hot water boiling hot, or like people say, broiling hot. So at first 50 Cent posted that, and you're like, why would he repeat what Ye said about Beyonce?
I don't have an answer to that.
I don't care. 856-49-HOPPY. It says here Trump wants to have a third term. That's great. Just die already. I'm kidding. Not really. Here is this. Selena Gomez craves sex in her new album.
Well, Selena Gomez is borrowing a phrase from my favorite baseball team. Cowboy up. That's for you, Boston. And
that was pretty freaking lame.
You know that I'm joking because I do not like the Red Sox.
I was wondering.
But
I was really confused too.
Yes, Cowboy is the lead single from her new album. Actually, it is an album she did with her fiance, Benny Blanco. He is the producer, and the name of the album is I Said I Love You First. So very clearly, this was their
shade on Justin, maybe?
Duh, her whole life is about shading him because she has nothing.
No, I think it's them speaking to each other saying I said I love you first.
Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah. No, I read somewhere today they said it was shade on.
All right. So, Selena Gomez is really starting to put herself out there. That's good. Not really. I have that saying, if I'm bored, you're bored. Also, today feels like a really Monday. You know what I mean? Like some Mondays don't feel as Monday. Today feels really Monday. So I feel like I'm getting bored with my audience listening to TMZ. Singer Mark Morrison, return of the Mac, arrested for shoving restaurant manager. That's freaking dumb. We have some breaking news about Lily Stewart, which if you want to hear the rant about Lily Stewart, it's on the front page of RyanHoppyRadio.com, and it's also on my Instagram. I have 10,000 views in 12 hours, and I appreciate it. She allegedly fled from cops. She was nervous over bond conditions. Lily Stewart, the University of Georgia student who went viral last week for her mugshot, allegedly gave cops an interesting explanation for trying to avoid her second arrest. That was not the explanation, but I bet it was on her mind. Officers say she told them she tried to flee because she was out on bond. So she's pretty much saying, I'm a hot girl. Can I get away with this? And the cops were like, no.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
It's Laurel. Happy birthday, Joe. Fuck y'all. Drum City and No City, bitch.
Ooh, they crazy on the track.
purple meds. Bullets go through heads. Motherfuck the feds. High body rock stop. Gumbo mop stop. Shot rack shot cop. Tatted smoking ganja. Roll up the dope. Hold the purple meds. Bullets go through heads. Motherfuck the feds. High body rock stop. Gumbo mop stop. Shot rack shot cop. Tatted smoking ganja. I'm smoking dope. MUBU. Talking shit. We come see you. Big G shit. My little G's evil. Loud pack blunts only take diesel. Bullets in the eating people. And ain't no innocent people. If you with them, then you equal. Let off one clip, then a sequel. What we see you, what we leave you. They can put my speaking needle. Shots are fatal, face and able. I've been ball shit since the cradle. I make able what you may do. Old do, mildew, goons to kill you if I feel to. Look them dead in his eyes. Put a hole in the middle. Really no point for I spittle. Shorties on point and they civil. Give them the work and they riddle. Bodies with shots in the head too. Straight up dead you cause I said to. Lost of weight, that's what led do. Diet them, fire them. Roll up the dope. Pull the purple meds. Bullets go through heads. Motherfuck the feds. High body rock stop. Gumbo mop stop. Shot rack shot cop. Tatted smoking ganja. Roll up the dope. Pull the purple meds. Bullets go through heads. Motherfuck the feds. High body rock stop. Gumbo mop stop. Shot rack shot cop. Tatted smoking ganja.
Toolie on deck, couple shots, watch me strike 'em out. Working overtime while these baby niggas punching out. No television, but you get the picture. Money coming fast, but we spend it quicker. Let her break it down. I just roll it up, double up the cups. Fed pull me up. I'm still a champ, like I'm hella boy. Straight through the lanes, watch I dump it off, go pass it on. Them boys jamming, no basketball. Call us Metro Boys, gotta see us coming. Flip the blocks, bottles pop. I see you jocking, make it drop. It's a celebration. BHD said it best as if you want it. Come and test us, ain't this blocks? Probably whack a cop. Motherfuck the ops, freak calling knees. Man, these niggas bees. I salute the G's. Niggas sleep, I bet this wake 'em up like morning shots.
Roll up the dope. Pull the purple meds. Bullets go through heads. Motherfuck the feds. High body rock stop. Gumbo mop stop. Shot rack shot top. Tatted smoking ganja. Roll up the dope. Pull the purple meds. Bullets go through heads. Motherfuck the feds. High body rock stop. Gumbo mop stop. Shot rack shot top. Tatted smoking ganja.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Woohoo! This following segment has been brought to you by WestChasePrinting.com. When I tell you they are the best printing company in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. Go to WestChasePrinting.com and on that invoice, tell them I sent you. This is also being brought to you by counselingoncall.net. Now, if you live in Florida or Maryland and you need help with your mental health, go there. But if you live in the other 48 states or the 25 countries that listen, go to psychologytoday.com. That's just a little advice. This is also being brought to you by Rich Cayley, Master Barbershop. At richkbarber.com. When I tell you he's the best barber around, I'm a man of my words. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard, and that is in Tampa. All right. We're going to come back and keep this party going.
Finally, I'm one of those guys who can't wait to get to work in the morning. Like a dairy cow.
Oh! Oh! Oh, yes! Yes! Oh!
Doors closing.
And now for something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Steve Covino from the Covino and Rich Show, and you're listening to Ryan Hoppe on the Hoppe Hour.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are the Woody Show.
Yeah.
And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Warning. Listening to Hoppe Hour may cause sudden bursts of laughter in public. More entertaining than a reality TV meltdown, this is Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Wake up early with a jolt to the soul. Hoppe Hour's got the morning on a roll. Ryan's got the scoop on the latest fling. Tune in tight, we'll hear everything. Sex talk live with no filter, no shame. Celeb gossip and we're dropping names. Dating tips that keep you on your toes. Hoppe Hour's here, everybody knows. Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. Morning waves just can't stop me.
856-49 Hoppe.
Morning chance we're feeling proud.
856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Buzz from our love lives, finding fame and star-studded highs. Secret confessions behind the screen.
Oh, sure.
Hoppe spills the beans on kings and queens. Early birds don't miss the beat.
Happy hot topic.
You know Joe Biden's an early bird.
Former First Lady Jill
Because he's old.
Former First Lady Jill Biden gives a rare look at life post her husband's presidency. Former President Joe Biden and his wife attended the star-studded opening night of Othello on Broadway, marking their first major public outing since moving out of the White House in January. The couple stepped out to see Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal make their debut in the famed
Oh, it's all the Hollywood elite kissing his ass. Shut up.
William Shakespeare classic play.
I don't want to see the slideshow, even though it's audio of him with celebrities that are kissing his ass. You're all original lead. You can't relate to us. Shut up.
Happy hot topic.
Today in the least surprising news ever.
Grimes is revealing her new diagnosis, autism and ADHD. On X, the musician whose real name is Claire Elise Boucher writes,
I'd call myself Grimes too if that was my name.
Diagnosed with ADHD and autism this year, and realized I'm prob dyslexic, which is why I can't spell it all without spell check.
Yeah, I feel like when she was with Elon, that was when he was like at his coolest. He was just beginning SpaceX, and we didn't know a lot about him. We didn't know that he was a deadbeat dad, that he was a piece of garbage.
I feel like had we known this when I was a child, I would have worked so much less hard, been on drugs, and so many of the weird obsessions and motivations I had.
Like me with radio, my ADHD.
Would have been seen as pathological, and I could have written off certain things that were very hard for me, but I'm glad I overcame them.
Yeah, I think the only regret you should have is having a kid with Elon.
Genesis singer expresses her concerns of people self-diagnosing, having screen addictions, and
yeah, everybody goes, I'm autistic. All the it's just so funny because all the Gen Z kids, it's like the true Gen Z, like early 2000s babies. Oh, I'm autistic. I've got ADHD. But like for millennials and zillennials, they were like, no, there's nothing wrong with me in like 2005. Like kids in Illinois used to call me the R word. I gotta watch about what I say about Illinois. Ever since I talked about some of my experiences, I see everybody in my hometowns listening, which is cool, but
spending too much time on social media.
All right, so there's I don't really care. Today was the Mondays of Mondays show. This was the most Mondayest show ever. That doesn't even make any sense. And it describes the show for today.
TikTok, clocks and juke, we're playing cool breaks. Hoppe's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom through streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing
Hoppy like fingers without rings. PHX to FM, shout out hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppy Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppy like fingers without rings. PHX to FM, shout outs hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppy Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Tune in every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like the TV on snow. Riot Hoppy held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers, silent time, but coming to an end like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppy's jokes and jabs, these our daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppy Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppy Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy Hour is now over.
Happy Hour is now over.
Game over. This concludes our broadcast day. Good night and God bless America.
Doors closing.